What's going on, everybody? So this is pretty cool. I'm making this video to reply to a bunch of comments from my first Does This Piss Anyone Else Off video, where I'm working on my F350 and I have to buy an entire caliper bracket assembly because I want the bracket. If you haven't seen the video, pause this, go watch the video, read the comments, put a like, put a comment, put a don't like, share it, whatever. Come back, finish this video, then you'll be up to speed. All right. So instead of me going through and answering, 4,000 comments and stuff, I thought this was kind of a good way to do it. I really enjoyed all the comments, all the views. I'm blown away. Right now, when I'm recording this video, I'm just over 900,000 views. That's wild. Like, we literally posted this video. One day it had 8,000 views. I was like, wow, like, that's crazy. 8,000 people watched me kind of complain about a caliper bracket. Reading some of the comments, people on my side and people not on my side. So let's do some of the comments. One of my favorites is, don't tell them about part number, blah, blah, blah. Or look at O'Reilly's part number, blah, blah, blah. Yep, you probably can find it where you live, not where I live. I'm in Canada, East Coast in New Brunswick. We're very limited to parts and part stores and suppliers, so we have what we can get. So when I called and said, hey, it's Justin, I need a caliper bracket for my truck, they said, hey man, I'm sorry, but we only sell it in one piece, which is what I had to do. I did make multiple calls. I called a couple part suppliers and Ford in my area, and they did not have a bracket. At no point did any of them say, hey, I can get you a bracket tomorrow or anything like that. I'm sure they could. If I would have had a bunch of time to argue with people on the phone and make them dig into it, they probably could find me a bracket and ship it in from wherever in the next 3 to 5 days, and it'll cost me $100 in shipping and all this stuff. So I did what I had to do at the time. My truck was down. I needed my truck. We bought the bracket. We made a little video. Some of you like it. Some of you didn't. Anyways, that's why we didn't get just a bracket. And that's why I say in the video, there was not a bracket available. They didn't sell a bracket separately in my area. To which some people said, does this guy know what a scrapyard is? Or a salvage yard? Or a U-Pick? Or, go try one of them. Where do y'all live that you got 2016 F350s that still have caliper brackets or anything left on it for that matter? Because definitely not here. We don't have 2016 F350s in our scrapyards. And if we do, they're picked over. And if that bracket is still there, it's probably just as bad as the one I took off my truck. So do I want to get in another vehicle, drive to a scrapyard, go looking to try to find a part that I'm 99% that I'm not going to find? No, I don't got time for that. Appreciate the thought. Thought did cross our minds, but like I said, we don't have those type of vehicles in our scrapyards. If you guys do, that's awesome. Way to go. Go get your parts, save your money. What else? Oh, that wouldn't happen if you did maintenance. Really? That, mind blown. What do you call changing brake pads? Because me, I call that maintenance. That's what we were doing. My son had mentioned the other day when we were on a drive, hey, Dad, you ever changed the brakes in this truck since you bought it? And I said, you know what? You're right. I don't think I ever have. So what do? I check the pads. They're getting down. I buy pads, go to switch the pads, go to the video for the rest of the explanation. So to me, that's maintenance. You know what I mean? That's what we were doing. The people calling me not a mechanic or calling me a backyard mechanic. Thank you for calling me a backyard mechanic, because I don't call myself a mechanic. If y'all think I'm a mechanic because of that video, cool. Your guys' definition of mechanic is way lower than mine. I'm a parts changer, 100%. I'm a dude who loves cars, loves trucks, likes going fast. I'm not rich by any means. Whenever I can do something that I know how to do, I do it. Yes, 100%. I should have used more heat before trying to take out that pin. I was rushing. It happened. We've all done it. I know none of you are going to, agree on here, and I'm sure you've never broken a slider pin or never broken a bolt or anything in your whole life because your grandpappy's, uncle's, daughter's, cousin's dog showed you the right way to do it. Great. We learn by trial and error here. I have gotten slider pins out in the past. I broke this one. It happens. We fixed it the best way we knew how, which was to replace the part. People saying, oh, why are you only using the bracket and not the caliper? Why not? Why change a good caliper that's working? There's nothing wrong with it. There's no signs of wear. I did see a couple comments that said the caliper would be warped and won't fit the new bracket. If y'all got a picture of a warped caliper, can y'all send it to me? Because I never seen a warped caliper. If you can warp a caliper itself, that's pretty cool. I want to see it. So post it. Yeah, so we put the bracket on the caliper that was on the truck because there's no sense of cracking the brake line, getting any contaminant, any air, anything in it. And I'll be 100% honest. This is 2016. I don't know. Do I need to plug in a computer or anything to it to get it to bleed the brakes? Can I bleed the brakes on it like an old school 99 F350? Even then, I think, if I remember right, I think we had some problems with one of the early F350s that we had to hook it up to something to do brake bleeds or whatever, right? So anyways, neither here nor there. Like I said, there was nothing wrong with my caliper. There's nothing wrong with the brake hose. No point to change it. We were only changing pads. So we put the bracket on, put my caliper back on, took the new caliper, and it's in the back seat, behind the seat, for a rainy day, when the caliper lets go tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. I don't know. And I get you people saying, oh, you should have just done it. But why? Why do the extra work? Why risk breaking something else? We've already broke something at that point. So why risk breaking anything else when there's nothing wrong with the part? Put it on. When it fails, I get it. It's going to cost me more time when it fails at whatever point when I could have just changed it. Says you. If that caliper sits in the back seat for the next year and a half and I never have to use it, well, that's going to be a brand new caliper in a year and a half without a year and a half of wear on it, or without a month of wear, or a week of wear. It is what it is. Tons of good comments. People saying, I get it, man. Been dealing with it for a while. Or, same thing happened to me. Or, a window switch went on somebody's car and the whole door panel you had to buy because you just couldn't buy the door or the window switch, or whatever the case. I love those comments. I read them all. I liked some. I hearted some. I read all the bad ones too. And I don't care. Post all the bad ones. Call me whatever you want. Call me a bad mechanic, a backyard mechanic. It is what it is. At the end of the day, you watched my video. Thank you. And if you just keep watching, maybe I can afford stuff without bitching about it. That's not the whole point of this anyways. This part is for the people that enjoyed it, liked it, shared it, watched it multiple times. If I made you laugh, awesome. That is so cool. If I brought 1 second of happiness to you guys, that it was worth it. I will tell you right now, 900,000+ views. You have no idea how happy that's made me. Every time we've looked at this video over the last however many days, and I see the number growing and growing, and see the more comments, and again, especially the good comments. I like the good stuff. I got thick skin. I can take the other stuff too, but I like the good stuff. So keep it coming. Like, subscribe, watch me for some more stuff. You never know what we're going to do. Peace.